the Power of Black Scientists. I'm Deja. I'm one of the co-founders of STEAM Urban. I am also a radical educator. A radical educator is someone who is consciously on the right side of change to enlighten and build our community. Today I'm going to be reading Black Inventors Science Workbook. This book contains activities based on next generation science standards. The author and creator of this book is Njeri Olatunji. Chapter 3, Colliding Objects. How is energy transferred when objects collide? This chapter is about Andrew Jackson Beard. Andrew Jackson Beard was an American inventor who is most famously known for his automatic coupler device for railroad cars. Mr. Jackson Beard was a farmer, businessman, railroad worker, blacksmith, and inventor. In 1849, Andrew Jackson Beard was born into slavery in Alabama. He spent the first 15 years of his life as an enslaved person until slavery was abolished in 1865. Shortly after the end of slavery, Mr. Beard married and started a farm. After running a farm for about 5 years, he left the farming business to run a flour mill. It was during this time that Andrew Jackson Beard began thinking of a design for a new farm plow. In 1881, he patented his first plow and sold the idea for $4,000. Soon after, in 1887, he invented and patented another plow and sold that idea for $5,000. With the money he made from his inventions, he began a business in real estate. Real estate is the business of buying and selling property such as land, houses, buildings, etc. Beard also began working with and studying engines. In 1892, Mr. Jackson patented an improvement for the rotary steam machine. Finally, while working on the railroads, he came up with his most known contribution, the Jenny automatic car coupler. During that time, railroad cars would need to be attached by hand, and this was very dangerous. A railroad worker would stand in between the train cars as the conductor backed up the train. The worker would have to wait to the exact moment the coupler was in place and drop in a pin to secure the two cars together. Many times, the hands, arms, and legs of workers would get caught in between the cars, injuring the workers. Some would even die from being caught between the trains. Mr. Beard himself lost a leg in one of these accidents. In 1897, he invented an automatic car coupler, also known as the Jenny coupler. He did not invent the automatic coupler, but his invention was an improvement on the automatic coupler invented by Eli H. Janney in 1873. Mr. Beard's car coupler made attaching railroad cars together much safer. It prevented injuries and saved many lives. Andrew Jackson Beard died in 1921. He was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame in 2006. So now let's discuss the core ideas. When objects collide, energy transfer changes the object's motion. Energy can also be transferred in various ways in between objects. Something to think about. Mr. Beard's invention improved the way railroad cars were joined, making it safer. Andrew Jackson Beard knew that joining train cars involved a small collision at very low speeds. How did Mr. Beard use the science of colliding objects in his invention?